This is the Ricoma MT-1501. And this is the Ricoma Em-1010.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
The MT-1501 comes in at about 320 pounds. The Em-1010 is estimated to be about 143 pounds, so you guys have an idea of how lighter this is than the MT-1501. 143 pounds about. You might be able to bench 320 pounds, some of you guys watching this video, but you're not going to be able to pick up this machine by yourself. It's awkward weight. You're going to have to just don't even try it. Get like yourself and 2 other people. Me and 1 other friend carried this in the house. So you're able to do it if it's like 2 really strong guys that work out. Wouldn't advise it. Just to be safe, I would say 3 people, 4 people would be ideal. But there is grab handles on each side where you're supposed to lift up. And you guys can see I can lift this up off of the legs. But yeah, the legs by themselves are probably about, I don't know, maybe like 60, 70 pounds. I don't know. They're very, very heavy. Em-1010, as you guys can see, I'm picking this up a lot easier than I did with the MT-1501. I would recommend 2 people carrying this. You can carry it by yourself if you're a strong individual. I was able to carry this down here by myself. It is, once again, awkward weight, but it's a lot lighter than the MT-1501. This machine can embroider through anything that you're supposed to embroider through, anything that any machine can embroider through, this machine can embroider through it. I've done it. This machine, you can't embroider on every single thing that is meant to be embroidered on. You cannot do thick belts. You cannot do shoes. You cannot do thick snapback hats with the thick inseam going over that seam where the 2 pieces meet. You'll get some needle breaks on here because this machine isn't designed to do that. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm standing straight up. The machine is right next to me, obviously, clearly, just to give you guys a size comparison, comparing it to the Em-1010. This is the Ricoma MT-1501. Em-1010, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm going to stand straight up just like I did on the other machine, just so you guys can have a good size comparison. Compare to how I look standing next to the MT-1501. You guys can see this machine is a lot lower than the MT-1501 was, and it's a lot smaller than the MT-1501 was. I just wanted to make this video because a lot of you guys might be limited in space. Not everybody has a warehouse. Not everybody lives in a huge, house that has a lot of space. I know me, I was limited on space, so I have this machine here, and I have 2 other Em-1010s at the other house. So if you guys are in a situation where you have an apartment, you shouldn't let anything stop you from starting your business if it's something that you really want to do. This machine is more of a home embroidery machine and will limit you on some things, versus the other machine is an industrial machine and will be able to do everything. I'm gonna try to hold the microphone, which is right here, up to the side of the machine and knock on it so you can get an idea of how solid this structure is, guys. Just listen up. This is solid steel right here. This is just a comparison so you guys can see the quality and how, the materials that they use to make this thing. This is not a toy. This is definitely industrial. If I would, that's the best way I can put it. It's like, you're not, it's heavy. It's tough. You don't want to stub your toe on this one. All right, you might break something. This is me knocking on the Em-1010 so you guys can hear the material. You hear that? Hard plastic. It's all hard plastic. The body of it is hard plastic. You get no ding ding, like a solid ding like the MT-1501. This body is hard plastic. So you guys have an idea of what you're getting. All right, you need to know this. It's important stuff. All right, don't drop it. It is very durable though. I don't have any cracks in mine or anything, but this is definitely not something you want to drop. Neither is the MT-1501 because you're gonna have problems picking it up and you could damage internal parts of it, but just to give you guys an idea of what you're getting and why this is not industrial versus the other one is like a tank, basically. It's like a tank. You can see how large the machine is, right? I'm holding the machine right now. This is how big the machine is. Just, I'm going to try to, you guys know I like to give you guys like the best possible comparison, give you guys some details that you're not going to see in other videos. So I'm 6 foot tall. This is me bear hugging the MT-1501, just to give you guys an idea, scale of how big this machine is. All right. So this is me hugging the Em-1010 like I did the MT-1501. You guys can see that I can pretty much wrap my arms around the entire thing. So you guys can see the size comparison versus the MT-1501. I was not able to do this around the MT-1501 like this. This is a weird thing, right? I look weird just hugging on this machine, right? It's weird, but I just want to give you guys some like accurate size comparison, so you can like really see the size of the machine, right? So I hope that helps display the size of the machine better. You guys let me know in the comments if that was silly or if you can get a better idea of the size of the machine. I'm a 6 foot, 220 pound guy, so that should give you an idea. Some of you guys might have size restraints, and that might impact whether or not you want to go with this machine versus the other machine. I can tell you right now, this machine is the industrial machine when it comes to embroidery. If you want to consider yourself a commercial embroiderer and you want to be able to embroider through anything that you're supposed to embroider into, this is going to be the machine that you go for. I've done everything from heavy, thick hats, which the Em-1010, a lot of the times, the representative might tell you it's not good for hats. It is good for hats, but if you want to do thick hats, then you're going to need a MT-1501. I've done belts. I've done shoes. I've done jackets. The thickest of thickest materials, MT-1501 can handle that. This machine is ideal for somebody who has a small apartment or doesn't have like a large house that has large spaces that you can, keep with large square foot that you can afford to eat up as much space as the MT-1501 would, right? So this is perfect if you are limited on space and you still want to get your business going, because this machine could be the difference in whether your small space turns into a big space. Literally, I promise you guys. Both of the machines have rollers, as you guys can see. These are foot rollers that you can use a little tool that comes with the machine. It's a little small wrench, and you can wrench the feet down so that they can stay steady on the ground, or you can wrench them up and the feet will go up and the rollers will actually make contact with the floor, so you can easily roll them around. The stand comes with heavy duty rollers, as you guys can see right there. All right, so you can easily roll your machine around, so you're not stuck once you have your machine set up. If you're in a room that has a smooth surface, you can roll it around from point to point, and then like I said, wrench it down so it can stay in place as you're embroidering. To help you guys put things in even more perspective, I'm gonna try to measure these machines for you. This machine is about, give or take, I would say about 31, just to be safe, about 32 inches, what do you call this, deep, 32 inches deep from the back to the front. And in the front, from here to here, we're about 31 inches wide. Interesting. Yeah, about, just to be safe. Actually, it's about 30. It's about here. It's actually 29, to be honest with you. From here to here, 29 inches wide. But no, if you're including this part right here, the display, I'd say, because this juts out a little bit, so I'd say about 35, just to be safe, 35 inches wide from this side to the side of this display right here. And this display can swivel in and out, but real case scenario, it'd probably be about right here. So I'd say about 33 inches wide, just so you guys know if it can fit in your particular setup. From the screen, once again, to back here, about 31. In this instance, the base is actually a little bit wider, so we got to measure from about where the base is to the end of the screen. So we're gonna say about 29 inches, about 29 inches this way, and we can pretty much measure the base in about, I'd say 26 to be on the safe side, 26 inches. So 26 by about 29. Yeah, 26 by 29. So yeah, that's the space that you would have to work with if you wanted to get this specific machine right here. The full purchase price for me on my MT-1501, and that's me. I don't know if it varies from person to person, but I financed 16.1. That was a package that I got, $16,100. Just to be fully transparent with you guys, that's how much I paid for my MT-1501. Just about, think about $10,000 for this machine brand new versus the 16.1, or is it 11,000? I forgot. But the 16.1 for the MT-1501, so significantly less, $11,000, $10,000. Forget how much I paid off the top of my head, but got my second one used for $4,500. So you guys can find these machines for a deal. If you find one, grab them up. They have like forums on Facebook that you can join and see if anybody's selling their machine. But I would advise you, if you want to take full advantage of the whole experience and you want to get the 0% financing, if your finances aren't together and you don't have that $4,500 to drop on it, Ricoma, hit up Ricoma, use my affiliate link down below. They have financing options. If you have great credit, it's going to be a breeze, right? You can get that 0% financing for like 5 years. Like I said, the MT-1501, I'm financing until 2026, right? So that's like giving me the machine, and I'm paying a small monthly payment over time. As long as I keep up with that monthly payment, it'll be paid off before that time, actually, because I pay mine a little bit in advance. When I get business, I put a little bit extra down on the payment and a little bit extra in my business bank account so I can pay myself, right? So that's what I advise you guys to do. But Em-1010, hands down, is a beast. Not as much as a beast as the MT-1501, but it can keep on going and going and going and going. Like I said, the majority of my business grew off of the Em-1010. My business is going to explode off the MT-1501, or utilizing both of the machines, guys. But there's no right or wrong way to do your business, or to start your business, or to finish your business. Your business could be booming if you just have a fleet of Em-1010s. Depending on what you do. If you just do sweatshirts and t-shirts and stuff like that, the Em-1010s is fine for that. If you want to get into heavier stuff, if you want to go get fancy and do belts, do shoes, do like jackets all the time, like thick denim jackets, I'd advise you to go ahead and get the MT-1501. But at the price point, these machines are great. They work fine to get your business started. And I tell you guys all the time, hands down, for the price, the money, the customer service they give you, don't believe the hype. The customer service is great with Ricoma. So I'm just here to show you guys the comparison between these two machines, because I think this would have been useful for me to see somebody actually standing next to the machine to get a size comparison of the two machines, because I didn't have that. So I thought that I'd be the person to make the video, since I own both machines, and that probably would be helpful to somebody. So let me know if it was helpful to you guys. Which machine would I recommend you guys to purchase? I would say, if you already have business and you're trying to grow your business, you're already embroidering like with a single needle or something, and you anticipate having a lot of business, I would say to go for either the MT-1501 in a single head, and this is single head. This is a head right here. This is a head right here. This unit right here is one head. You can buy this machine, the MT-1502, as a large unit. It's like this times 2, has 2 pieces combined in a 2-head, right? You can get 2 heads, 2 of these next to each other with one control panel. So that way, when you're embroidering something, you can set up 2 and be embroidering 2 at the same times. So it's actually one brain, and it's 2 heads, and both heads run at the same time. All right, so you can't like embroider one thing on one and a different design on the other thing. Both heads are going to be embroidering the same thing. And if you're only embroidering one thing, then you could just load up this one right here, or load up this one right here, and just put nothing on the other one. The other head will still be moving while this one is actually doing the embroidery, if that makes any sense for you guys. Like, so you can use it as a single head, but both heads are going to move, or you can load up 2 garments and, you know, knock stuff out at the same time. And guys, it does significantly make a difference. Just having 2 EM-1010s embroidering things at the same time, it is a world of difference, and it will make your process so much simpler. I cannot tell you, hands down, it will make or break whether you're able to scale your business. So I would advise you, if you're buying the MT-1501, if you have the space, you should go for the 2 head if you anticipate and you have the space, right? Because when you're initially purchasing it, it's so much of a small price difference from a 1 head to a 2 head that it's almost worth making the investment in a 2 head. Me personally, I'm starting to scale up. I'm starting to get like school contracts and stuff, and I find myself that the EM-1010s can't handle what I really want to do, which is like thick hats and stuff like that. The MT-1501 does a job for that, like the thickest of thickest, like those thick hats. But some hats, don't get me wrong, some hats like the softer snapbacks, I've done them on the EM-1010 all day. But thick wool snapback hats, you'll get too many needle breaks on the EM-1010. The MT-1501 will eat it up like it's nothing. So if you anticipate doing thick stuff, if you want to do shoes and stuff like that, MT-1501, a lot of business, 2-head machine. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. I just wanted to help you guys make a better decision and more wiser decision, more informed decision. And you guys can see the size comparison, compare it to the space that you have in your living situation, so you can make the best decision if that's a factor for you, you know, financially, as well as the size it's going to take up and stuff like that, guys. So good luck with your business. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to use my Ricoma affiliate link in the description down below of this video. And I thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, Alan Wade. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?